Good afternoon, YouTube land. It is yet another frigid day in Northern Ontario, Canada, Thunder Bay specifically. It is Joe, your YouTube friend, bringing you guys an update of the etching that I started working on in the last video, which has been a big headache for the last few days. Pain in the arse. Anyways, I can bring you an update because I have tried several different solutions of acids for and different methods for etching in the last couple of days on these very large pieces. To me, they're large pieces, and I have I've had varying degrees of success. So, if you recall from the last video, I was doing etching some filigree into the pauldrons of a suit of Segmentia Roman armor. If you want any explanation of that, you can go back to the last video and check that out. If not, we'll continue on. So the metal I'm using is aluminum, and pauldrons are the armoring pieces that come down the shoulder and upper arm, and a simple filigree design. The first solution of acid I attempted to use in a bath scenario, just letting it soak suspended for this metal, which is a very thick aluminum. I would say that this is approximately 10 gauge, maybe 12, between 10 and 12. Anyways, it was vinegar and salt, and I let it sit. This particular piece I let sit for about 12 hours. 12 hours in this. No electrode, just 12 hours. Okay. 12-hour bath left this piece pot marked. Actually like the pot mark look, but you cannot make out any of the filigree really in there, so it's extremely weathered piece. It didn't turn out. So with that said, back to the drawing board. I used the same solution, added a bit of peroxide to it, hydrogen peroxide, because I happen to have some, and I went to an electro etching, and this was done with electro etching. Bit better, I would say, quite a bit better. Huge improvement, leaps and bounds over the first etch. You can see the filigree. It's not pretty filigree, yes, that's fine, you can comment on that all you want. Considering I painted it in nail polish. Actually, this light, it looks horrible. This light, you can kind of make it out a bit better, but again, it's extremely thin, and this was 2 hours of an electro-etched bath with that solution on this thickness and this size of plate. Still not happy about it. So I broke down and went and got some muric acid. Not saying it correctly. Muriatic acid, which is used kind of like it's a cleaning acid. You would use it for like pools and pumps and hot tubs and stuff like that. I got a large 4-liter jug of it for $16. So I imagine if you guys are in the States, you'd be paying like $10 for it. And if you're using it for etching, that jug will last you indefinitely. What I did is I took that, and so the makeup of that is 31.45% muric acid in that container, and I mixed it with some hydrogen peroxide for electro etching. This will also work well in a bath. In comparison to the salt and the vinegar, it will work exponentially better than that for bath purposes, for soaking metals in bath for etching. But I used it for electro etching because I've been tinkering with these things for days now, and it's just been driving me nuts. So I wanted to just get to it. I'm glad I did. Same size plate, Same filigree pattern, which again is not pretty. That's 4 minutes. Not 12 hours, not 2 hours. That is 4 minutes. Night and day difference. I will never go back. I will never go back. I don't have to. I have enough of that acid solution to last me indefinitely, really, because I used very little for this. Very little. A couple cotton swabs. My 12 amp electrodes, positive, attaches to the bare metal, and then the cotton swab dipped in the acid, clamped, being clamped by the negative, and you press the negative onto the metal. There you go. Exponentially better. I'm going to give you guys a close-up of my horrible attempts at drawing some filigree hastily with nail polish. It looks like crap. The design looks like crap, but the etching, well, the etching is quite clean, quite good. No pot marks, good depth. I could have went a bit deeper, I guess, but no, I'm really happy with that, the way that turned out. A quick note about using the muriatic acid and hydrogen peroxide. If you are planning on doing etching and you can get your hands on the muriatic acid, which you can get like in a hardware store or chemical store or like a cleaning supply store. If you're going to go that route, which I now recommend, really, it with the hydrogen peroxide, when you're mixing the two together, acid first, then peroxide. Do not go the other way around. You won't be happy about that. Okay? Safety, glasses, gloves, and very good ventilated area. Okay? Have everything ready to go before you mix that, and you're going to mix it at a 2-to-1 ratio peroxide to acid. That's it. You don't need a lot. I used maybe a couple spoonfuls in total to not do just this piece, but like 4 other pieces. And you can save it and store it and use it later. If you're going to save it and store it and use it later, please write on a label on it what it is. And that you're not, it's like, you don't want to inhale it, you don't want to consume it. You don't really need like a mask or anything, but maybe you want to if your area that you're working in isn't very well ventilated. You might want to use that. Anyways, salt vinegar bath, 12 hours. Salt vinegar peroxide, 2 hours. Muriatic acid and hydrogen peroxide, 4 minutes. You guys decide. Tell me if you guys have done any etching in the past, if you guys are planning on doing it, and what you think of the process of these 3 things. If you guys have any experience on this, let me know. There's not enough really clear videos online, and information bounces back and forth from site to site. So yeah, I'd like to hear your guys' experiences with etching. Until next time, it's Joe from Thunder Bay, Ontario, your YouTube friend, and I gotta get downstairs and grind out these other 2 pieces and do another paint job on them so I can finish off this etching process. I'll see you guys next week. Bye.